The first floor of the small pelvis is called the peritoneal floor. Its contents are organs and part of organs of the small pelvis covered with peritoneum, as well as organs of the lower floor of the abdominal cavity that are located lower than terminal line. Small intestinal loops, the great omentum, the sigmoid colon, the appendix in pelvic position. The peritoneal floor of the small pelvis is bordered above with a plane of entrance to the small pelvis, lines AB, and below with a line where visceral peritoneum transitions to parietal one, dotted line. The second floor, the subperitoneal floor, bordered above with a line where visceral peritoneum transitions to parietal one, and below with pelvic diaphragm consisting of the levator ani muscle, number 3, and upper fascia of the pelvic diaphragm that covers it, number 4. Below this muscle is covered with the lower fascia of the pelvic diaphragm, number 5. The contents of this floor are the organs and their parts of the small pelvis uncovered with the peritoneum, as well as vessels, nerves, lymphatic nodes, and fat tissue. The third floor, subcutaneous, is bordered above with the lower fascia of the pelvic diaphragm and below with the skin. Within the floor, there are the terminal parts of urethra, the vagina, the rectum, as well as vessels, nerves, and fat tissue. This floor belongs to the perineum. There, in anterior region, is urogenital diaphragm, musculus levator ani, number 7, with the upper and lower fascias of urogenital diaphragm covering it, number 8. Below this diaphragm are perineal muscles. On the anterior abdominal wall, apart from transverse fascia below the navel, there is prevesical fascia of a triangular shape that divides the tissue into prevesical space, number 10, and preperitoneal space, number 11. Behind the urinary bladder is retrovesical space, number 12. Around the cervix of the uterus is paracervical fat, number 13. Between the visceral layer of the pelvic fascia covering the rectum and the intestinal wall is the pararectal space, number 14. And between the rectum and the parietal layer of the pelvic fascia covering the inner concave surface of the sacrum is the retrorectal space, number 15.